Hey, it's Talk 11 with my top 10 favorite medium-sized Lego Pokemon that I've made. So again, if you've not seen the other top 10 Lego Pokemon videos, I'll say again that these are not my favorite medium-sized Pokemon in general. These are the favorites of the Lego Pokemon that I've made. So before getting to the top 10, I've got two honorable mentions. First is Silvally. Silvally almost made it in, but I liked Pelipper a bit more. Now, if this was a favorite Pokemon list, Pelipper wouldn't even be anywhere near the top 10, and Silvally would be in the top 5. And the other honorable mention, which absolutely would have made the list if it was more recent, Haxorus. So this is really old, and the design on it is just not that great. So if I'd remade it, then it would have gotten on the list. The build, I'd say, is more or less fine, but just needs better coloring and facial details. So almost made it on the list, but just too old, and I'll update it eventually. Haxorus is one of my favorite Pokemon now, so I'll probably be updating it soon, along with making Axew and Fracture. So on to the top 10. 10th favorite for Lego Pokemon that I've made that are medium-sized is Pelipper. So just generally like the way it looks. For Pelipper, being blocky works, and then also like how I was able to make it articulate with the mouth opening like that. Ninth is Goodra. The main thing that makes me love this one is just how the face came out, because it really sells how squishy and cuddly it is. I mean, Goodra probably isn't actually all that cuddly since it's covered in slime, but definitely squishy. Eighth is Donphan. And at this point, these next four, they aren't really 8th through 5th place. More of that they're all just kind of tied. So these four, they're all basically tied for the spots in my favorites. Not strictly that this is 8th place. Talonflame. So a favorite thing about Talonflame would probably be how the tail came out. I think I need to update the coloring on it a bit. This is faded. I probably didn't use the newer, cleaner colors I have on this one, because I don't think so. Tapu Koko. It can sort of close by taking the arms out, but not gonna show that here. You can see that in the showcase video I did for, like, I think I did that in the showcase video. Well, I definitely did it in the showcase video, and also I've done it in the tutorial video. And also, if you want to see how to build any of these, they've all gotten tutorials already, so just go search for those. Type in a YouTube search for how to make Lego Pokemon, then the name of the Pokemon, and you should easily find it. Charizard. So, I like the two Mega Charizards better, but for the sake of this top 10, I decided I'd leave Mega Evolutions out of it, since I could easily do another top 10 on the Mega Evolutions I made. So it just didn't seem fair to include Mega Evolutions. Favorite part of Charizard would be the wings and tail, since I was able to make those articulate. Chestnut. So when it gets to these final four now, I just generally like everything about how they came out and don't have one particular thing that I really like about them, just generally like the way the whole thing came out, with both build and details. So yeah, Chestnut has a lot of not completely on pieces. Electivire, this one was made pretty recently. Actually, the most recent Lego Pokemon that I made, so I'm not sure if it's quite fair to put him on the list. But still one of the favorite things that I've ever made for medium-sized Pokemon at least. And yeah, just one of the favorite things I've made in general. I've always loved the design of Electivire and think I got it pretty well. So this one should be much easy. This one is definitely going to be easy to find if you want to see a tutorial on it, since it was the most recent Lego Pokemon that I've made. And if you want to see the evolution lines of all these, there's also already been showcase videos on all of them, except for Haxorus, I think. Haxorus is so old, I'm not sure if it ever got a showcase video or not. But I'm going to be updating Haxorus soon, eventually. Probably within a month, I want to get to Haxorus at least. Though with Xenoblade, I'm not sure if I'm going to get to that, since that's going to be taking up all my time. Blastoise is second favorite. So even though I like Charizard as a Pokemon better than Blastoise, I just really love the way Blastoise came out. And my absolute favorite medium-sized Lego Pokemon that I've ever made, and one of all-time favorites overall, is Delphox. Delphox, I don't especially like it as a Pokemon. It's in my top 30 at least. But when it comes to Lego Pokemon that I've made, something about this one just seems perfect. So that's my top 10 favorite medium-sized Lego Pokemon that I've made. Probably going to be doing another top 10 on Mega Evolutions eventually. So I still have to update some Mega Evolutions and do another Hoenn recap on them for people that never saw the originals. or just because they really need updating, so the original versions aren't worth looking at for now. But yeah, and probably going to do a top 10 on large Pokemon too, though I'm not sure if I have enough of them to really do a top 10 on. Like, if I only have 15 or so that are really big, then it's not really fair to do a top 10 yet. So I'll look over those and may or may not be doing a top 10 favorite large Pokemon, and should be doing a top 10 favorite Mega Evolutions. And again, if you want to see how to build any of these, or if you want to see their full evolution lines, then just YouTube search the name of the Pokemon along with how to make Lego Pokemon, or search the name of the Pokemon along with my YouTube channel name, and you should be able to find the showcase videos and tutorials on all of these. And if you want me to make any specific Lego Pokemon that you want, then check out commission info linked in the description. So, see you next time!